Hi, this is Lisa with Unique by Design Women Events and Businesses. And today I have Sharon Constanza, who is a good friend of mine who has an event going on, and I am so excited to share. So it's Respected Plus Connected, and it's a 1 day women's retreat. And it will be an event where you can actually stay Friday night and do a little mingling and getting to know the women you'll be working with. And then there'll be a 10 to 4 workshop the next day in order to get into the really nitty gritty of what this event is supposed to be all about. Sharon, why don't you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so like Lisa was saying, my business is called Respected and Connected, and my whole goal in helping women as a relationship coach is to help you advocate for your needs within your marriage and improve your communication and actually be able to address challenges and work through challenges as a team. And that's going to be the main focus of the workshops that we're having on Saturday. We're going to have kind of a series. I'm working through what I call three essential principles for navigating challenges in your marriage. This is all of the stuff I've gained from all of my experience working on some really big challenges in my own marriage, but also some of my clients as we really learn how to communicate well and stand up for ourselves with what my mentor Terry Real calls loving power, really inviting our partners to be a partner with us. We're not here to take them down in the process, but we're here to really invite them to join with us in what it looks like to create that same team, we're on the same team kind of a feeling in our relationships. And the thing that I have found in all of the work that I've done over the past several years is that when we have women together who really understand our challenges and have the same goals, that it's so much more motivating and energizing than trying to work through everything on our own. So I really want to create that very safe, motivating environment for women to learn not only from me, but from each other, to see that they're not alone in the struggles that they have in their marriages, and also have really good tools and solutions for handling that. And so I've reserved this Airbnb. It's in Midvale, so it's close to home. I love retreats. I love having a getaway, but sometimes you don't have the time to travel somewhere. You don't want to coordinate all of the childcare for getting away overnight. So you really do have the option to either just come for the day and get the meat and potatoes of the workshop from 10 to 4 that day with a lunch. Or if you do want that overnight getaway experience, all of the rooms are going to be, you're going to have private beds in every single room if you want to come and have that experience of having a getaway and also having that more intimate connection with the other women who are participating. And if you're in northern Utah, then it's really close to home as well.
Yeah. I know personally from doing one of her respected and connected classes, it was very beneficial for me to really understand that sometimes I have to step back, right?
Well, yeah,
And
sometimes
look
you
at the
have to
bigger
step forward
picture.
and sometimes you have to step back. And we really will be talking about what I call like fighting fair, picking your battles and fighting fair, and then also the repair process when things don't go well. Those really are the three key things that we'll be talking about. And you'll get some time to kind of reflect on, just like Lisa said, sometimes we are maybe fighting too hard or not fighting well, so I want you to feel like you have a voice, but also that you're being smart and compassionate in how you use that voice.
And which will be amazing because you'll have other women collaborating with you who are going through the same things. And so, as one steps into their power with it, you'll have multiple breakthroughs as well, which is always an amazing feeling. I think that's what I think why women love retreats now is because they're looking for people who are wanting to connect with the things that they love, and what a better way to not only connect with our husbands, but with women, with going to events like this to where you can sleep over. But as a busy mom, I mean, it's so appreciative that you took that into account and just said, hey, look, we get it. It doesn't always work for everyone. Come to the day event, really get the information, come find some friends to sit by and get to know. But ultimately come and get the tools that you'll need that will really benefit you in your marriage. And I loved your workbook that you did and you put out and that I got to utilize, and so many great little tidbits from all of my interactions I've had with you in regards to what you do. Not only does Sharon have this event going on, she also has her podcast. I want you to give a little plug about that because
Yeah.
I really love listening to it. It's an amazing podcast and it's very informational. But you have some great stories about you and your own marriage in there, which I love because it makes you personable, which
Yeah.
if you're going to go to somewhere, you want that connection.
Yeah, so my podcast is also called Respected and Connected, and it's on all the podcast platforms. So if you listen on Apple or Spotify, or some people listen on Audible, all of those platforms, it's Respected and Connected. I used to call my podcast Keep Talking Revolution, but we did a little bit of a rebrand last November, I think is when that all kind of happened. And we've got over 100 episodes now. And just like Lisa said, like I share stories from my own relationship. One of the main reasons why I became a coach and wanted to help women work through conflict in their marriage is because that's been a really big struggle for me in my own marriage. And it's something that it still comes up, oh, how are we going to tackle this issue? How am I going to feel that sense of really respected and connected? That's why my podcast is what it
Yeah.
is. So many women feel like they don't feel respected in their marriage, and they feel like they have to be more passive and submissive to kind of keep the peace. And my whole platform is all about helping women find their voice and also empower their partners in the process. So the podcast is a great place to get some really actionable tools and insights on that, and hear some just relatable stories from someone who's in the thick of it themselves too, which is me. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time and telling us about your event and giving us your little information about your podcast, because um, definitely something that could benefit anyone that could listen, because even if we're not in a marital relationship, we do have friendships, we do have partners, we do have other things to where we do need to have that respected and connected behavior. So thank you, Sharon, for coming on and talking to us about it. Again, on my link tree in my bio, you will find information to be able to purchase your ticket and get involved with Sharon's retreat in Midvale for the Respected and Connected one-day women's retreat. And the workshop will be held on that Saturday. Thank
Yep.
you so much.
Thank you, Lisa.